Alright, here we are so far, and you can see where I have used the tar gel over here, and then I used the opaque extender here, and you can see the pearl finish on that one section right through here, where I think it's worked very nicely. The next thing I want to look at is applying fabrics to your surface, and I like to use organic fabrics like cotton or silk, and this happens to be cheesecloth. And one of the first things I'm going to want to do when using cheesecloth is wet it down, get it moist, get it receptive to the acrylic medium. And I tend to use distilled water, and it just takes a light spray, just something to just moisten that surface and get it to the point where it's just a little bit moist. So this one piece I'm going to set aside. If I'm going to go direct and just lay the fabric into the work, the medium of choice for me would be a liquid acrylic medium, and this is just worked into the fabric. I want to make sure that I get it well worked into the fabric. If I need more, I can always add more. See, it didn't take very much at all, but when I get ready to put this on, I'm going to want to open this back out and stretch it out. I can play with this fabric quite a bit. Get this opened up. This takes a little bit of manipulation. Now notice that I am wearing gloves, simply because I don't want my hands to get very dirty, and I don't like playing around in acrylic mediums a whole lot. But here's the fabric, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to make sure it's well pressed into the surface. I want to make sure that I don't have a whole bunch of very difficult, very complicated curves in it. Now I could have added a color to this so that I would start off with a color, and I might do that here with the next section. I'm just going to take a drop or two of color, and then the next thing that I'm going to be using is called VI.m4v, and this is made for fabric. And what you can do with it is you can take any fabric. In this case, this is a cotton cheesecloth, and notice that it's kind of milky white, and I'm just going to make sure I have the color mixed. Then I'm going to take this other piece of cloth that I had and see how it picks up that color right away. Now notice that I didn't use a whole lot of material on this, and yet it seems to be certainly enough to make this totally moistened. Now the nice thing about the GAC product here, the 400, is that I can actually sculpt the fabric so that I can leave it in a very dimensional form. I want to make sure that the edges are adhered down, and this, when it dries, will get very hard. Now I've used a disposable tray simply for the ease of use. I can reuse this tray, but you can see how you can get a nice dimensionality to this. Now as this dries, this is going to get hard, almost brittle. This will not. This will stay very pliable. So this is where I'm going with this next series of pieces, is with this more three-dimensional effect. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty easy to deal with.